Every year, millions of people promise themselves, "Tomorrow, I'll finally change it." Tomorrow arrives, but nothing changes. Most people believe they simply lack motivation. But neuroscience tells a very different story. Your brain was never designed to love change. It was designed to survive it.
You have likely stood in a quiet room, looked in the mirror, and promised yourself that tomorrow everything would be different. But tomorrow arrives, the alarm rings, and the momentum is gone. This repetition occurs because the human brain evolved to prioritize stability over growth. It evolved to survive change rather than seek it out. The frustration of a failed resolution is the result of an ancient survival mechanism performing its primary function, keeping you exactly where you are. We gravitate towards synchronized routines. We wake, work, and rest in patterns that rarely deviate from the day before. Neurologically, these routines form a safe house. This internal environment is built to minimize the energy required to navigate the world. In a primitive landscape, predictability guaranteed that you knew where to find resources and how to avoid known hazards. To the ancient brain, the familiar is synonymous with safety.
When you introduce a new variable into this routine, the nervous system flags the unknown as a potential threat. This creates a biological paradox. If a positive shift in your health or career is exactly what you need to thrive, why does your mind respond to that change as if it were a physical attack? The answer is a physical tug-of-war between two brain regions. The prefrontal cortex drives logical thought and long-term planning, but deep within the temporal lobes lies the amygdala, a primitive alarm system focused entirely on the safety of the status quo. The amygdala cannot distinguish between the uncertainty of a new career path and the uncertainty of a predator lurking in the brush. Because both represent a departure from the known, the brain releases stress hormones. This chemical response produces the feelings of anxiety and hesitation that surface even when a change is objectively beneficial. If the brain's internal alarm is hardwired to resist the new, can we ever truly hope to alter our behavior? While the amygdala guards the known, the brain possesses a physical property that allows it to bypass its own rigid alarm system. This is neuroplasticity. Your brain is physically malleable. When you perform an action, neurons reach across the synaptic gap to form a connection. Navigating a brand new city is exhausting because you have no established neural pathways for the environment. Every turn requires heavy cognitive effort. However, walking through your own neighborhood requires almost no conscious thought. The pathway is so thick and well established that the brain can navigate it on autopilot. Through repeated action, the brain physically strengthens these pathways. As the action becomes automated, the cognitive load drops, and the amygdala eventually stops registering the activity as a threat. The brain is entirely capable of this structural rewiring. So, why does the drive to sustain this process usually disappear after just a few days? We often wait for a surge of motivation to begin, but that feeling is largely a transient spike in dopamine, a neurochemical designed to reward the idea of a goal rather than provide the long-term energy needed to reach it. When we try to force change through willpower alone, we overtax the prefrontal cortex. This region consumes a massive amount of metabolic energy. Once those resources are spent, the system defaults back to its most efficient, automated routines. Lasting change requires a shift in identity, moving from forcing a new action to adopting a new baseline of who we are. This shift is achieved through microscopic daily actions, reading one page of a book or exercising for 60 seconds. These actions are effective because they are too small to trigger the amygdala. They do not register as a dangerous deviation from the routine, allowing the brain to begin building new pathways without sounding the alarm. Consistent repetition of these tiny habits allows the brain to pave a new neural highway. Over time, what was once a difficult change becomes the new automated default. The comfort zone represents a biological protection mechanism running on outdated evolutionary rules. Understanding these rules provides the agency to move beyond them.
Growth occurs when we work with our biology, guiding the mind to shape a new reality. Train your mind, shape your